After a demanding night overseeing the mansion staff, James the butler finds himself in a tense standoff with Baroness Katrina in his bedroom. She aggressively demands information about her husband's whereabouts and a specific name that James seems to know. His encounter with Katrina leaves him in a precarious position, caught between loyalty and her insistent demands. What secret is the Baron keeping from his wife that James is aware of? Will James betray the Baron's trust or face Katrina's wrath?
You sure are loyal enough to my husband to keep your mouth shut. However, it won't do you any good to not be loyal to me. What do you think of me, James? Katrina asked, walking around the room slowly to inspect what James owned.
You are a wonderful mother and wife, Baroness. Many have spoken of your beauty.
Katrina smiled, enjoying the flattering compliments. Don't they speak of me getting with the Baron as soon as he divorced his first wife? Some spoke of me being in the picture while he was still married, and questioned how quickly I became pregnant. They are all fools, aren't they?
Yes, Baroness.
Why do you think I married the Baron, James? Katrina asked another question. James was puzzled by the questions she was asking him this late in the night, when she could have waited until morning. James felt uneasy, like something bad was going to happen.
The Baron is an excellent man.
He is, but he was also wealthy. How could I not want to get with him? You might have a poor opinion of me now, but that is the way the world works. I will admit I did fall in love with him afterward, but that love has faded away. I am bored, James, and I need something new. You are young and fresh, Katrina said as she caressed a flower James cared for in a vase. James wondered for a moment if Katrina was referring to him and not the flowers. He mentally slapped himself for having such a thought when referring to a married woman.
They are flowers from the garden. I'm going to have more of them planted around if you have any.
His voice trailed off when Katrina started to laugh. Are you really this innocent, James? I have caught your eyes on me many times before. It is good to know I still have my charm. Katrina ran her hand through her hair. I have the beauty to rival the queen. That is why many of the women here are jealous of me, right? James was unable to look at Katrina as he was filled with guilt and embarrassment for being caught staring at her. How could he not stare when she was a beautiful woman? However, he knew his boundaries. Katrina was a married woman and his employer. There are many men who sleep with their maids, Katrina said as she approached James. Her right hand lingered on the string tied to keep her dress from becoming loose. Then, there are the women who have their butlers. This can be our little secret. She touched his chest.
It is not proper for me to do such a thing. You are married, and the Baron is a good man.
James took a step back away from her. The situation had gone from 0 to 100 quickly. It was bad enough that a married woman was alone in his room at this time, but now she was offering to have an affair with her. The Baron would have him killed if he were to know of this. Katrina remained persistent in seducing James, though he refused her advances. You're scared to be caught, but I won't tell anyone if you don't. I'll also be in trouble if word of this gets out. Give me this one night to change your mind. She started to untie the knot.
I cannot.
James refused her again and turned around to leave, but as he did so, he found a maid standing by the door. He had been so caught up in what Katrina was doing that he hadn't noticed anyone arriving or the door still being open. Katrina sighed, annoyed James didn't think with his penis rather than his brain. Why couldn't you just have accepted the offer, James? You will make things so much more difficult for yourself. You saw the whole thing, right? Yes, Baroness, the maid replied. James looked back and forth between the maid and Katrina. Only now did he remember this was Katrina's personal maid.
I rejected you.
I saw you try to take advantage of the Baroness while her husband was away, the maid proclaimed as loudly as she could.
You?
James was in disbelief such a claim could be made when Katrina was the one coming on to him.
Baroness,
he begged Katrina to clear this up. I am alone and defenseless in my home, with my husband gone and only my daughter here. My butler tried to take advantage of me, threatening to kill me if I didn't follow him to his room. Thank goodness my maid was around and saved me in time before something could happen. Katrina's eyes filled with tears.
What will happen to James now that he's been falsely accused? Will Katrina's maid corroborate her fabricated story? Or will she have a change of heart and tell the truth? How will the Baron react when he hears these accusations? And will he believe his wife or investigate further?
Hey, I'm Alessandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.